I'm shocked.
Would you cash
that
out
they
to
have
Disney?
not offered you
It's crazy.
the craziest check in history?
Yeah, you know, $1 billion.
What? Did I hear that right? He was offered $1 billion for his YouTube channel?
You got offered a B, bro, because it's so much money you make.
Just tons. I don't know what to do with it. But no, I had this idea when I was like 18. I was like, when I made a couple $1,000s a month, I was like, well, what if I just give it away and just try to make a little bit more than a couple thousand? A couple grand turned into 10, turned into 100, turned into $1 million.
All the time people say,
when should I start investing? When should I start giving? When should I start saving?
when you're broke. Stories like this, guys like this, making $2,000 a month, now $2 million a month. They're giving you the game. The question for you is, are you actually going to do something about it? We got MrBeast. Now, I'll tell you this. I also understand that he's got 105 million people following him on YouTube.
100 million subscribers.
His main channel, he's got many other channels too as well. And this guy was offered some money, some ungodly, I think we're going to discover. We're going to talk about the innovation today, not only of social media, but the young generation. A lot of people here looking at social media as a way to be YouTubers and influencers and celebrity days and just reserved for Hollywood. Common Joes can be celebrities. Celebrities is more expansive today than just people who are in the movies or on TV, on radio. Today, it's social media influencers creating celebrity. So let's take a look at what MrBeast here has to say on the Flagrant podcast here, hosted by Andrew Scholes. So let's see what MrBeast here has to say on the Flagrant podcast. Let's check this out.
You have the most brilliant way of saying that you make lots of money.
I agree. But how? Wait, how do I do it?
He's like, go on.
Yes. No, you say, I make all this money, and then you're like, but I spend it all.
Yeah.
But you still get to say that you make it.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
no one can really fuck with you when it comes to making the money.
Well, I don't spend the money to for that reason, but I guess that is true. Yeah. It does make it easier when people are like, do you make a couple million a month? I can be like, yeah, because I just spend it all. So it does make it easier.
Exactly, because you're
Whereas
not
if I
bragging.
did it, if I was like, oh yeah, I just make a couple million, and that was the end, then I just seem like a douchebag.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I do agree.
It's pretty interesting. One of the things that a lot of people often think about is, what's the point of making a lot of money? Well, that's why it's called currency. Currency is just like an electrical current or like an ocean current or a river or a stream. Money has to flow. It just can't be stuck, stagnant, not going anywhere. So I haven't heard exactly the money that he's making, but if he says he's making $2 million a month, but he's constantly reinvesting that back into his business because he's creating new episodes and investing in new content to make his channel that much more known. Well, hey, the funny thing is here is how many jobs is he creating? How many people is he blessing because of his dream, his vision, his goal? Guy looks like young 20s, young dude. I don't know exactly how old he is, but salute to him already for not only just cracking the 7-figure squad, but he's well on his way making 7 figures, a couple 7 figures a month just through his one YouTube channel.
But I never really thought about it that way.
I did.
Thank you.
You're like Adam Sandler in that way.
No,
You're like a
this is good.
multi-millionaire,
This
but
is
you're
good.
like one of the guys still.
Oh,
You
I
know what
like
I'm
it.
saying? Like
Okay.
usually like really rich people, we want to eat them.
You got two options. It's either you grow your vision, you grow your capacity and increase your bandwidth, or you shrink your dreams. You settle and you just say, quote unquote, content. The choice is yours.
Okay, so you make millions and millions and millions of dollars. Who cares, right?
Yeah, sure. I make money.
Because it's so much money you make.
Just tons. I don't know what to do with it.
You don't even know what to do with it.
Agreed.
I know exactly what to do.
So it's just so much money, okay? And then you're giving it away constantly,
Yep.
right? And then more's coming in
Yep.
and giving it away.
It's basically what I did. Like, I just had this theory,
Bernie
like,
Madoff. What?
well, hopefully the Ponzi scheme never implodes.
Got you.
Like,
Okay.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
Yeah.
But no, I had this idea when I was like 18. I was like, when I made a couple $1,000s a month, I was like, well, what if I just give it away and just try to make a little bit more than a couple thousand? And then I just was like, oh, that worked. And then I did it again.
Yeah.
And I've done it every month ever since. And I'm just like, oh, well, and it just
Awesome.
works. And like a couple grand turned into 10, turned into 100, turned into $1 million.
So is that how he gets everybody to watch his? Gotcha. So, hey, listen, what you do with the least will then be magnified with what you do with the most. So if this guy started doing it when he was small at $2,000 a month, imagine what he's doing right now in terms of giving away at $2 million a month. And so all the time people say, when should I start investing? When should I start giving? When should I start saving? When you're broke. Because all money's going to do eventually when you start making more of it, then it'll eventually expose what you've done right and also expose what you've done wrong.
I'm shocked
Would you cash
that
out
they
to
have
Disney?
not offered you
Yeah.
Well,
Crazy.
the craziest check
I
in
have
history.
I have been
What's your
offered a
number?
pretty crazy one.
What is it?
Like, there's people, not like official term sheets, but like people that would actually like be able to afford it. Like, yeah, $1 billion if we could own the channel and the companies and stuff.
What? Did I hear that right? He was offered $1 billion for his YouTube channel. I was on WAIT 850 in Chicago, and I just upload all my financial content and radio shows that would end up as podcasts, and I sold that for like $12,000. And I thought I was big, King Kong when I did that. And this guy's talking about selling his YouTube channel, all of his intellectual property and ownership rights of everything he's built up and can most likely continue to produce in the future. $1 billion for a young 20-year-old for YouTube, for creating an online presence, for being basically an online celebrity, which is a real celebrity in many people's eyes. $1 billion offered. So I'm wondering why he's sitting like this with his hands across his back. I don't think he took the offer. Let's continue.
Like that, and I'm like, oh, that sounds enticing, but I don't know if I want to work for my YouTube channel.
Yes.
But
Wow.
But you've been offered $1 billion
Wow.
for your YouTube channel.
well, with all the companies, yeah, but not not a term sheet, but like people who would, if I took it serious, they would have been like, okay, let's figure it out.
Would that make you the youngest billionaire? Would that beat Zuckerberg?
I
think
the
he was-
youngest.
Yeah, I think Zuck became a billionaire at 27 years old. So if this guy's 24, he'd probably potentially be the youngest billionaire.
Self-made billionaire. Yeah, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who are handed down wealth.
And Kylie Jenner, but yeah.
If you count her, she was 21, but outside of her, if you Google, it's like some guy that's 26.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you got offered a B, bro.
basically. in
Yeah,
passing, and I know
damn.
I could have pushed for something around there.
Streaming company or
probably could have
I
pushed for
can't
higher.
go any further than that, but I mean, I feel pretty confident someone would. I mean, just look at it. Like I told you, the Beast Burger number.
Good for
Add
him.
But it's just a
vegetables,
time thing. Like
add
if you
all the
sit for
channels,
10
Good
years,
for
it'll be
him.
$5 billion.
or hopefully.
Okay, so let me process that real quick. He got offered $1 billion or close to it for his YouTube channel. So the reason why he didn't want to do it is because he didn't want to work for his YouTube channel. It's interesting. His freedom was worth more than just $1 billion. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if they're offering him $1 billion now, I would think that he's like, well, what are you going to offer me 5 years from now or 10 years from now? I wonder where this guy's going to be in 5 to 10 years. I wonder what his vision is.
more, but yeah.
What's your number right now?
It's so crazy. I don't even want to say it because it's just, I'm thinking where I want to be. Like if we have a mobile game company and I can just, we got 100 million people playing it and we got 1,000 physical Beast Burgers and Feastables is in 20,000 stores. And we
So
have
then
our
it's
other
not
stuff.
crazy. So say it. What's the number that's going
I
to
mean,
take?
Spit it out. 10 bill?
It's going to sound dumb, but like
Yeah.
probably like 10 billion, 20 billion.
at
something like
least.
that.
I thought
You
it
have
was more
100
than
million people playing
Well, I mean,
the
yeah, but
mobile
like-
game.
Yeah, but that's where, if they give me the money now, but obviously in the future, I think we could be worth way more. But not that that's like the end goal, but it's just.
Then you know
that's
what's
the thing,
crazy?
like-
You're worth more than WhatsApp. Well, that's your number, and it's reasonable. WhatsApp
but
was
not
not. Can you let me do this?
No, because give 5 years, yes. Yeah. We're gonna do a Netflix show eventually. We've just been busy. I think after we do that, that's where it'll be interesting.
Wow. Well, listen, this guy has got me intrigued. I'm just shocked by the opportunities we have in this day and age for the common Joe, just like this guy. Most likely started from scratch in his young 20s, making $2 million a month for his YouTube videos, giveaways, blessing his friends, people that watch his channel, making an impact in his way. And that his success is not taking away success from anybody else. See, oftentimes people think that the only way you make money is by first taking money out of my pocket. No, it's just not the way success is. Success is, and by the way, that's a lot of way people think in the hood. But you got to understand, when you spread your vision and you spread your wings and you actually educate yourself about money and finance and economics, you start understanding the world of entrepreneurship and free enterprise and the right structures of capitalism. You understand that me or you winning does not come at the cost of you or me losing. The only way we lose and we fail is because we made a mistake. Is because your success is not my failure. Your success is also my success. Our success. We can be successful in this world, in this day and age, together without the fear of one of us losing. Now, you can be a jerk about it. You can create the wrong enemies about it, and you create enemies with your friends. But there's so much abundance out there. I mean, if you look at this guy, listen, 100-some million subscribers.
100 million subscribers.
Stories like this, guys like this, taking a leap of faith on a whim, making 2,000 a month, now 2 million a month. And it's just not reserved for guys like him. You can go out there, you can create, you can innovate. I'm pretty sure he's got a bunch of videos out there that shows his blueprint of how he's doing it, his breakdown of his equipment, his studio. YouTube community today is very sharing because they want to show you this stuff. And here's the thing though, they're not afraid of creating competitors. Why? Because most people watch it, but they'll never do it.
100 million subscribers. 100 million subscribers. 100 million subscribers.